Hi guys, welcome to Salut a Tutti, hosted by the Power of Two. Today we have Anthony Dombrowska, aka Anthony the Italian Boy. We're so excited to have you. Anthony is a really well-known liquor rep in Connecticut. So how did you get into liquor distribution?
So
How'd your journey start?
it's a funny story. The guy's still in business, but there was a liquor store down the street from me when I was in college, and a buddy of mine worked there, and I would always go there to buy my liquor, and we became friends with the guy, and then my friend got another job, and the guy needed somebody, so I helped him. I worked there for a little bit, and then kind of drifted off into going back to I graduated, then I went back to graduate school, then I had this job, that job, and then I ended up getting a job at a liquor distributor in the order department while I was going for my master's.
Okay.
So after that, I got my master's, and I wanted to obviously not just work in the order department. So they said, "We'll find you a position or whatever." It didn't work out. I put my resume out to everybody. A small little company called me. So I went there for a little bit. Meanwhile, the guy, that liquor store that I worked at, he goes, "Oh, why don't you go, let me call the guy from this distributor that I know and try to get a job there. It's better than, where you are now."
Yeah.
So I said, "All right, sure." And that was in April of 2009.
Wow.
And then I started, it took over a year. I started at my current job that I've been ever since in August of 2010.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
you're at CDI.
Yeah.
So they're like the
So
the
CDI
premium
is one of the
rep.
bigger liquor distributors in the state. And in August, I'll be there 15 years as a rep.
That's so as a rep, do you wholesale alcohol? Do you go to restaurant? What's
So
a
we have
majority of what you do?
So we have multiple divisions. We have off-premise and on-premise. Off-premise, there's the Gallo division, there's the Considine division, and blah, blah, blah. Different divisions of different suppliers that they sell.
Gotcha.
On-premise is the Diamond division. That's my division. I sell the entire book. So I only do bars and restaurants, so I don't have any stores or anything.
Got it.
So he's like the face, he goes in. That's how my parents met him. So
Okay.
he would come to our bar, and that's how.
And be like, hey, what do you want? Or
Yeah.
go through their inventory, let's say.
Yeah, so
It's a fun
more
job.
it's more
Yeah.
of being just like an order taker. It's kind of like a consultant.
Yes.
I help a lot of people with their business and stuff. It's more than just, "Hey, what do you need?"
Right.
Type of thing.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And 15 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm I think number 7, and there's 35 reps or whatever in my division.
That's great.
And I remember when I was first starting out, and there was, I call them legends, and then just older people that, and now I'm one of those older people.
Yeah. And he's young.
You're
It's
not
weird.
old.
Yeah.
We've been at it for so long. So.
Yeah, and it's just second nature, and you don't realize you just blink and it's oh wow, that was 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Now, with your job, is it commission based or
100% commission.
100?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I feel
Which is
with your personality, you kill it. So.
Yeah,
You
commission.
need that
Yeah,
personality.
but it's it's commission, but it's also established routes that it's not just go sell.
Oh yeah, here you go. You're on your own. Got it. So walk us through a typical day for Anthony. What does your day
every
consist
day
of?
is different. There's no day that's the same. Today, I was at the warehouse twice. That wasn't planned. You plan out a day
To go see certain clients.
Yeah,
let's say.
and it just somehow doesn't happen. You're
know that.
supposed to meet somebody at 3:00, and that guy ended up having to pick up his daughter. Or you get there, you confirmed with him in the morning, and he's at Restaurant Depot. Or it's on premise is a lot different than off premise. Off premise, you go to Bob's package store, and Bob is there at 9:00 on Tuesday to do
Right.
the order. It's very regimented, whereas on premise it's all over the place.
all over.
Huh. On premise seems more fun because I feel
I could never.
Yeah.
Stores are to me boring and they're robotic, but
Yes.
and on premise there's more. There's events, there's tastings, there's dinners, there's
Yeah, that's
all
fun.
kinds of stuff going on. you know, and also you're fed, you know.
Oh yeah, you go to the restaurant like, thank you. That's fun. So, what would you say is like one of like the biggest challenge in your job? Like, do you have like some like challenges like in? I mean, now you're like 15 years in, but like.
From time to time, there's like, you know, tough goals and stuff, but you know, you just do the best you can,
Yeah.
and you just there's no question. It's just like just get it done. That's like my mentality. Kind of like no excuses. Our old division manager kind of instilled that in me. And yeah, just do what you can do and don't stop.
Yeah. Now, is there certain like, obviously you sell every and all alcohol, correct? Is there
Almost every and all, yeah.
So like, do you kind of like push certain brands? Like do you push like, oh, you know what? Let me push vodka this month, or let me like, is there like ever like a?
No, it's all to like what the account
Really it entails.
you know, we have priorities. We have major suppliers, but for the most part, you know, you have your go-tos and your what do you call it? Where you know will fit.
Okay.
Type.
Yeah, like based on like the vibe, the menu, like what pairs with it, I guess.
Yeah, like you know, like cliche example, a Mexican restaurant, you're gonna focus on tequila. You know, like a barbecue place, you're gonna focus on bourbons and you know stuff like that. It's all relative to the account. Every account's different. Never judge a book by its cover with what they'll take in, what they'll do, what they'll sell. Yeah.
That's fun.
No,
What's
it
your
is
favorite
cool.
type of like alcohol to sell?
To sell or to drink or to
Like both, like.
Well, do to sell
Yeah,
first,
like
and
to
then
sell.
and then we'll get into like your personality and what you like.
the one that's gonna have the most commission.
Yeah.
No, but like
is that mostly? Is that more wines?
I don't know. I like spirits. I like it all. I can't. It's like if you ask me what my favorite drink is, I don't have a favorite drink.
So you'll drink like a little bit of everything.
Like a wine guy though, no, right?
Like there was a question like if you had to drink just one drink for the rest of your life,
what would it be?
no question, probably a glass of wine.
Okay.
Because it's very versatile. It can go anywhere. But like, if I'm going to a Mexican restaurant, I'm having a margarita.
Yeah.
If I'm going to an Italian restaurant, I'm gonna have like I don't know. A glass of wine or a martini or whatever. If I'm going to a steakhouse, I'm gonna have like an old fashioned. You know, it all depends on the situation. If I'm out on the patio in the summer, I'm gonna have a high noon. You know, like
that's how I am too. You're not. Milena gets the same thing.
Like there's some people that just give me a this and that. You know.
Like,
no.
I hate it, but you know what it is? The problem with me, I know I wear my shirt for Anthony. I'm like, oh, liquor distributor. But it's like after I had my daughter, I get like major migraines from like if I switch to anything with sugar, I'm done. If I have a glass of wine, I'm struggling. So it's like it sucks. Like I love to have like you know some like fun drinks, but I suffer from it.
Yeah.
So I know my alcohol, and I just kind of stick to that. So you obviously are all of Connecticut. Do you like typically have like most shoreline, or is it just really all over?
So my territory goes from Milford to Madison to Wallingford, Cheshire, North Haven.
Okay.
It's kind of like a nice little triangle.
I feel like that's a lot of like good like restaurants, people.
Yeah, it's all easily accessible highways. I mean, there's some territories that are out far
and it's always a restaurant.
Always. A restaurant or a bar.
Okay.
Anything where you drink the drink on the premise. Get it?
Okay.
Off premise is drink it off the premise.
Oh, so like a liquor store. Okay,
yeah, that's like the first thing they teach you in like Liquor 101.
Yeah.
Like in, when you first started.
I thought when you said off premise, I'm thinking like they actually sell like over the phone at the office, like like they make the calls. Hey, what do you need? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Liquor's fun.
It's a fun job. So do you get to like drink? Like do you drink during the day and like taste with people? Or?
I rarely I mean I just came from a tasting. The guy was looking for some new wines, and I poured it for him. I've had the wines 1,000. I don't need to have another Pinot. You know.
I know. Alcohol's like that. I get like that too. Like I'm just not in the mood. You think you have to be in the mood.
Yeah, but like on
meetings,
like Friday we had a meeting, and you know there's the new Hendrix that came out, so they poured us a cocktail. They poured it by itself in a cocktail, and just so you know what you're to sell, you know, like and but yeah, for the most part, no, I'll just walk them through it.
So like each brand, so like let's say like you said a Hendrix comes out. So do they come to like you and say, "Hey guys, push this alcohol because it's the newest one on the market." Do they come and like show you, present it like all the time?
Yeah, so Friday they came
That's
in
cool.
and they're like,
That's fun.
"This is the new Hendrix." They come out with one every year around this time from their Cabinet of Curiosities. Last year was the Grand Cabaret. The year before it was Floridora, and each year they're like long-term limited. So they'll be available for like a year or two.
Okay.
And then next February, March, another one will come out. This year's is the Oasium. It's very tropical. They made us a cocktail with grapefruit, simple syrup,
Ooh.
lime juice, topped with club soda. It was unbelievable.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that sounds good. I
That
like
sounds very
grapefruit.
refreshing.
Yeah, and it's
I love
like people hear gin and they get all scared. This
See,
doesn't
like that's
even-
like
yeah.
me. Like
Yeah.
some like I've
I like
tasted a
gin.
gin. I'm like, ugh. But if it's like hidden in the alcohol, then or in whatever the
Yeah.
mix is.
Yeah, you taste the flavor. You taste the papayas, the mangoes,
I would like that. Did
Yeah.
you introduce my parents to Uncle Val's, or did Rich do that? I feel like we
No,
never
no,
did gin until you. I feel like you.
That
exposed-
was
Who was that?
what's his face there from the other guy.
Who?
You just said it, Rich.
My stepdad?
No, isn't that the rep's name?
Oh, the liquor rep.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you introduced them to like all these new liquors.
Oh yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aunt knows all the good
Anthony.
stuff. I know they have Lex's parents have cocktail hour or cocktail happy
yeah.
hour, and
In the spring
that's
and
actually where
summer.
I got to meet Anthony. I actually grew up with his wife or fiance, girlfriend.
Maybe
We love
fiancé
her.
soon.
Yeah,
We love
they've been together
Michelle.
forever. They're gonna be together forever. But
Yeah, we're all connected. So Michelle works with my Aunt Rose, and then Anthony, my parents love Anthony. So when we found out the connection, everyone.
oh, that's right. 'Cause they work at
went
the hospital
crazy.
together.
Yeah, so my Aunt
So
Rose and
weird.
Michelle work together, and my Aunt Rose is like, "Do you know this guy Anthony?" To my mom's like, "Anthony the Italian."
Baby prosciutto.
Yeah, baby prosciutto. So that mended nicely.
That's so funny. So, Aunt, do you also do you have to push new business, or like do you really just like focus on like
Oh, I'm
your
always
book of
looking
biz?
for new places.
Oh,
to go.
okay. So
Yeah.
like, will you go and like just like walk into a restaurant and like make a connection, or is it like
how does that work?
Oh yeah, so if I'm driving down the street and I see, a new construction, or like there was a restaurant there for years that's been closed for a while, and all of a sudden I see some activity,
Yeah.
I pull in and I just walk in with a credit app, a product sheet, a business card. Like, hi, is the owner around? Oh yeah, he's right there. Oh hey, my name's Anthony from.
that's so cool? And obviously, like, so your company is not worldwide, but it's very well known.
Yeah.
One of the biggest.
We're owned by a much larger company, Breakthrough Beverage. We're an affiliate of them, and they're all throughout North America.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So like, at least people hear the company name, they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah, so
it's known.
Breakthrough Beverage owns the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the United Center, which I played in last year. This year, I'm not going. I'm taking a year off. But me and my brother go every January, February to Chicago. All the states of which Breakthrough's in, we go and play hockey at the United Center with the
Oh my
Blackhawks.
god.
That is so cool.
That's sick.
I
So
love
yeah,
that.
I've dressed in the NBA locker room to.
Oh my god.
To go out.
Yeah.
That's
So
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
So your brother's a liquor rep too, right?
Kind of. He's
Kind
the high noon specialist, so he just focuses on high noon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's so many avenues with
So many
alcohol.
divisions to it, really.
Yeah. He mostly the giant displays you see in the store of high
Yeah.
noon. He does those.
Oh,
So yeah, he just focuses on high noon.
That's fun.
There's
though.
him and this other kid that cover the state.
and they work in the same company as
Yeah.
you? Oh, that's nice.
How is that working with your brother?
Oh, he likes it. Yeah.
Do you guys
He-
work together, or you're very separate, doing your own territories?
He's mostly off premise,
Oh,
but
okay.
every once in a while he'll do a tasting for on premise. But
Aw.
yeah, he started off as a merchandiser. I got him the job. Well, put him
Good brother.
put him in contact with who he had to talk to. He got
Yeah.
hired. Yeah, he's been there 2013, so that's 12 years coming
Oh,
up.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you've both been there a long time.
Yeah. He started as a merchandiser. He tried sales, wasn't for him. Went back to merchandising.
Yeah.
Then the high noon position opened, and he took that.
Yeah, I feel like with sales, like you either are good at it or you're not with sales.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh, yeah,
not like, oh, you could learn.
You
It's,
gotta have a thick skin. You
Yes.
gotta. It's just a different kind of animal. It's not your typical 9 to 5 going to an office type. It's
get your paycheck at the end of the week.
You're in. It's like almost like you work in a restaurant. Like you're in the kit. You walk through the kitchen and it's not exactly cookie cutter job. It's,
Right.
You know.
Now with like your company, so like, is there like trainings, like, or is it just kind of like,
Yeah.
like
so
if someone new gets hired, like there is like
you
trainings
typically
and all
are,
that?
like shadow like another rep, go around with them. Your manager takes you out. You go around the building, meet everybody from the warehouse to the office to the drivers to everybody, get a whole feel of the company, and you know, like shadow our another rep, see how they do it, and you go off on your own, you know, and you find your way.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
and
you need to
because
have that skill set embedded in you.
you could have one guy that does his job a certain way, and I do mine a totally different way. As long as you sell the stuff, you know, and have good relationships, it doesn't matter your style. Some people are old school, like to write things down on a paper. Some people put it in their phone. Some people, you know, whatever
Yeah.
works for you.
So with your job, I know with other sales jobs, do you have to meet like a quota every month, or like you're
Yeah, so
kind
we
of
have
booted off the trail?
we have
Okay.
goals. Like activity goals, case goals for 1 month, and then case goals for 2 months, and then like a bunch of revenue goals.
That's cool.
Interesting.
So like, how much of your revenue is derived from wine? How much is it derived from spirits? How much is it derived from dual products? Which means I sell Grey Goose, another company sells Grey Goose. How much of the share are you getting? And then total overall revenue.
Huh.
That's cool though.
Do you have like a funny, memorable like
Yeah.
like story that like you walked into like
Like in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Or?
Through your job, like did you have to like
walked
anything
in,
happen?
husband and wife are throwing knives at each other? Like
Yeah.
that's
But
like
yeah,
the
everything
worst.
was fine. Like when I came back, thank God.
I feel like restaurants, a lot of drama goes
Oh,
down.
God,
Oh
yeah.
I mean,
And a lot of them like are family owned and
yes,
Fist
yeah.
fights.
Oh,
Yeah. Yelling back and forth, you know, the father and son, or, you know, the mother and daughter going back and forth.
Yeah.
Now, do you any of like your clients are like newer clients, I should say, because people that know you, but like, do you ever get people that are like, oh, you're too expensive, like they argue with you, or is it kind of like you always try to give them the best rates you could, right?
No, the rate, the price is the price.
The price is the
It's
price.
regulated by the state of Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's no, I mean, there's things that are on sale, like
Certain
Patron this
times.
month is on sale.
Yeah.
You know,
So you could be like, hey, buy this month.
like it's much better to buy a case than it is 4 bottles.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know? But for the most part, everybody's great, you know. You have your outliers here and there, but for the most part, you build relationships with these people, so
Right.
it's not so much of a cookie cutter salesman walking in the door with this little attaché case and, you know, visual aids, and
You have relationships with the
exactly.
people.
You
like
walk
they
in,
know, yeah.
you start BSing with them like you're talking to your friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know,
so cool.
and then like the sales kind of just find its way into the conversation.
Yes.
You're talking to, oh yeah, by the way, send me 5 cases of that, and then you go on to like, yeah, the game last night. You know,
Yeah.
you can't just walk into a place and be like, okay, hey, how are you doing? What can I get for you? You owe a check. No, you can't.
It's a
do that.
relationship
Yeah,
business,
it's
yeah.
100% relationship, and you have better relationships with certain customers than others, but
course.
for the most part, you have to have some sort of a relationship. You can't just be
No.
Robot.
a robot order taker.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna do good. No.
Huh. That is.
It's a fun job.
No, it definitely is. Well, it's cool too because it's like you get to meet all walks of life, and you always
Oh,
get to be
yeah,
around
yeah.
people, and you know, I just feel like that's what
You
makes
meet the
this-
most interesting people like,
Yeah.
at a bar, especially
Oh yeah.
those bars that are open in the morning.
Yeah.
I know. Bar 80, we used to open at what, 10 a.m.? That was
Really?
crazy.
And would there
never-
people be in there?
Oh yeah. We had our regulars.
Oh,
I
I,
love
know
it.
one of your
Guys.
regulars. It was my neighbor.
I know. No, I miss owning the bar for that. Like you just know exactly what they all want. They want like their beer at like 10 a.m. and they just sit and it was like a group of them. They would just hang out.
Like when they hang out at Dunkin' Donuts, let's say.
No,
Like, hang out at the
literally.
bar.
Yeah.
And they didn't bother anybody. They were just there.
So funny. So like obviously you said you don't have like one specific drink.
No.
So what like is your
I mean, I
typical
my
go-to?
go-tos, yeah, like
Yeah, what's your go-to?
like if it's before dinner, I'll have like a gin and tonic, like you know, an old fashioned, a Manhattan, a dry martini, espresso martini, margarita.
And when you make an espresso martini, you do it with gin, or you do it with vodka?
No, vodka.
Vodka, yeah.
I mean, you could do it with tequila.
Yeah.
You should be arrested, honestly, when people do that.
It smell like this. The smell.
I mean, you could do an old fashioned with like an añejo tequila.
That's like the smoky tequila, right?
No, that's mezcal.
Oh, mezcal.
Yeah, you could do that too.
That is crazy shit. Mezcal.
Yeah, if you
like
like that
that.
smoky taste, yeah.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Do you drink tequila espresso martinis?
Yeah, I've had them.
See, I'm not a tequila girl. The smell of
I just feel
it.
like the two don't go together. I don't know. Not my thing. Not my thing.
So when you are like with your clients, let's say, do you have to like also like give them like ways to peer stuff, or like you're just kind of like, hey, this just came out?
Like as far as like food?
Yeah, like if like because you're like at bars or a restaurant, right? So if you're like, hey, like you know, this new thing came out and it's really good to pair it with this, like,
Oh
do
yeah,
you
I'll
also
be
have
like,
to
oh,
like
this
pitch
wine,
it?
you know, this wine will go great with. I just did it today. Like it'll go great with this, and I named the dish or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
You know,
wow, he knows his
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You know, you want the flavor of the wine
Yeah.
with the flavor of
Yeah,
that.
because you have to like be a
certain dish.
bartender,
Yeah.
but also like in your business. It's not
Yeah.
just like you're not just
But
selling.
also, like at the end of the day, you could suggest, like typically white wine goes with like fish and stuff like, and red goes with like meat or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you like what you like, doesn't
You're
matter
good.
what I tell you or what society tells you.
I know.
You know, and there's plenty of people like that.
Very
So,
true.
Yeah,
Very true.
I'm more of a follow the
Typical.
yeah.
True.
So what did Anthony do before you were a liquor rep? Give us a little
So
background
I
of
was
you.
just like a student, I guess, if you want to.
So
Yeah.
getting your
Landscaping.
MBA.
Yeah. No,
That's what you
when I
said.
started with the liquor
Yeah.
store, I was still undergrad. But like during the summer, I did landscaping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony the landscape.
Yeah.
Would you ever do landscaping again, or?
I still do it.
do?
Not like professionally,
Like
but
for a
like,
business,
yeah.
like-
Who do you think cuts the grass?
Yeah.
or shovels the snow?
And does
or-
it all.
yeah.
So you give us like a background of like where you grew up, like like how many siblings do you have?
So I have one brother. He's also at the same company. I grew up in New Haven, Westville, right down the street from the Elbow. When I was 10, we moved to East Haven, and then was there up until last year, Brantford.
Oh, now you're Bradford.
Move on. Okay.
Leave us Steven alone.
I know. So what did you go to school for?
So my degree is in sociology because I was going to go to
love
law
that.
school. I could
You're
not.
smart.
Yeah,
Oh my
I could not for the life of me do good on the LSATs. So then I didn't really know what I was going to do. Then I just came up with I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. So I'm like, I'll just go get my MBA.
Yeah.
At least, when I'm done with that, then, so then I went for my MBA, I got it. And then I just kind of just fell into I already knew liquor, like I already had a background in it.
Yeah.
Because you worked in a liquor store.
Liquor store, then in a liquor distributor
Yeah.
in the office. So, and then like my whole family, like growing up, we made homemade wine. And so I was
Yeah.
like familiar with it. So it just kind of was natural because you have to do something that you love and you're passionate about for like your job. I believe in that.
For sure.
I agree.
Absolutely. I hate when I
You
talk
can
to
make
someone
all
that
the money in
hates
the world, but if you hate if you go to the office and you press a button all day and you get paid $500,000 a year, that's great. But at the end of the day, you want to like
It's a
blow your
second
brain
job.
out.
Who wants to do
Exactly,
that?
Yeah,
exactly.
you want to blow your brain out.
Yeah.
You got to do something you enjoy for sure. And then how did you and your partner meet?
Yeah, how did you, Michelle, meet again?
Oh, so it's
We love Michelle.
coming up on our like 2-year anniversary now.
I can't believe it's only been 2 years. I feel like you guys.
I know.
Yeah.
Them as a couple, you would think like they've been together for 20 years.
Yeah, you guys are really.
So we matched on Facebook dating.
Yes,
believe it or
yes,
not.
yes.
Wait, Facebook has a dating site?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And like I was striking out left and right. Like I was
You gave up.
separated, and at this point I was like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. And I matched with this girl, and then I saw the last name, and I messaged my friend, good friend's wife. I'm like, is this your ex-sister-in-law's family? She's like, no, they're not related, but I know Michelle. She's actually been to parties at my house, and she told me, I'm like, wait a minute, I know her. Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, I worked with her mother, and
Such a small world.
I was talking to her. Then the next day, they both work at Yale, and she saw her in the cafeteria, which it was weird because they haven't seen each other at work in like years.
So it was
That
meant to be.
Tuesday, they
So bizarre.
saw
Bumped
each other.
into each other.
She goes, "Oh, are you online dating?" She's like, "You matched with my friend Anthony,"
Michelle's already
and she's like, "Yeah, like who is he?" And then she started, she's like, She's like, "Did he message you?" She's like, "Yeah, he wrote hello or whatever. I don't know."
Yeah.
Hey Michelle, I actually wrote.
Hey,
I
Michelle.
remember. And she's like, message him back. So she did, and forget it. Just
Talked to
Yeah.
Oh, I love
I
that.
love you guys.
I love
You're so
love.
cute.
Yeah. That's so cute. And now you guys live together, and you have a son.
I have a son. Yeah,
And how old is your son?
he's 8,
8, and then Michelle's kids are
10, and 6.
that's literally the perfect age. 6,
Yeah,
8,
like,
10.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's literally
So
perfect.
Luke is older than her son?
Yeah. Jameson will
I
be
didn't
7
realize
in May.
So Jameson
Yeah,
was
so
a
her son was a baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I remember she said what's
Yeah,
she
Luca
said
will
that.
be 9 in August.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then you're officially moved in with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like fun vacations planned?
We're going to Florida in like 3 weeks.
Love it.
And this summer we're going to Italy.
When?
In July. We're doing a cruise. We're going
Oh,
to
that's so
Italy.
exciting.
We're going to Turkey. We're going to Greece.
I'm jealous.
You're gonna
I heard
have
the
a
European cruise
blast.
is amazing.
And we're going.
That's the way to
with
do it.
all the kids, my mother, her mother, my aunt.
That's
You're gonna have the best time
beautiful.
ever. The kids are gonna be obsessed with like all the seeing everything, but then you'll have your
We figured
alone
a
time.
cruise was the best
All the walk.
See it all.
because of the kids' young age. Like, I can't just take them to Italy
No.
and be like,
No.
let's go. So we figured a cruise, get a little bit of everything.
Everything. They got the pool. They got
Yeah.
stuff to
Beautiful.
keep them busy. Oh my God, you guys are gonna have so much fun. I love that.
Yeah, and we're going to Sorrento for a few days, and then we're
Then you
going
board the
to
cruise.
in Rome, and then it goes from Rome to Santorini, Mykonos, Turkey, Naples, and
No, it's like literally all the best places. Oh
yeah.
my God, what
Yeah.
cruise line is this?
Royal Caribbean.
That's that's the only thing that my parents go on. Now
That's all. I've only been on 2 cruises, and I've been on Royal Caribbean, and her parents are like Diamond members. They
Yeah.
go every January. They just got back.
so much fun. I
Yeah.
love a cruise. I love a cruise. And where do you have to actually board that? Is it at New York or do you have to like fly
Well,
to?
fly to.
Oh, you fly
yeah.
to Rome.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because how the hell would they
Yeah.
go that far?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
Michelle's
that's
parents did the one in New Jersey, but it takes like 4 days to get to.
Well,
where you gotta
exactly.
go.
I've done that. Like
I would
the Disney
never,
cruise. That was
ever do that.
and then it's
maybe
freezing
in the summer,
for 3
but
days.
like
yeah.
you're freezing cold. You got to stay inside for
Yeah.
2-3
No,
days.
that's crazy. We went in the summer. We went from I think
Yeah.
New York to Bahamas, and then like
That's not too
Disney.
bad.
Yeah.
but they went to
That was
St.
fun.
Martin. Like that's far.
It's far,
from
yeah.
New Jersey.
You're like a 2-day. It's like 2 days out
It's
and
literally
then
they left on
freezing.
Thursday, and they didn't get to St. Martin or wherever they were until Sunday morning. Thursday at 3:00 they left. Sunday morning.
So they just have to
So
stay in the
that's
cabin.
Friday, Saturday, full days, and half of Thursday. That's insane. I would
Yeah,
never
that's
do it.
nuts. No. Oh my God, that you guys are gonna have so much fun. What's like when you and Michelle are hanging? Like, what's your drinks together typically? Like, what do you guys usually if you're home?
Aperol spritz for her, 100% or
That's
wine.
her drink or a
Yeah.
wine, and she's like a red and white, or typically. That's so.
In the summer, more whites and.
And are you like always the designated bartender, like at all the parties?
Yes.
Like, Ian, give me
Yes. For the cousin, the friends, everybody.
I love it.
I always have to make drinks.
And like you, not that you guys like grew up around, but you were like, because she's from the Cove,
Yeah.
and then you're from New Haven, but the other side. But do you guys have like a lot of mutual friends?
Oh my God, there were so many So funny story is when I saw like the mutual friends, there was my cousin Abby, and I asked her like on the first, I'm like, how do you know Abby? And she's like, how do you know her? I'm like, that's my cousin. She's like, that's like my best friend.
No,
I go,
literally. Oh my
"What?"
God, that's so funny.
She goes, they played softball together. They
Yeah.
went to Laurelton Hall.
Yep.
And
That's nice. So when everyone just kind of knows each other, it's easy. It's not
then I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you know this person? Oh, this is so and so. I go, that's our family friend.
Aw.
Then come to find out that my grandfather's best friend is my uncle's godfather, and it's also Michelle's father's godfather.
Imagine.
What the hell?
I love it.
Yeah, because like I showed her a picture where she's like, "Is that Angelo?" And then her father's like, "That's my father's godfather." I'm like, "What? That's my uncle's godfather." My grandfather's
it.
like best friend.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's so cute. No, they are. You guys are a great couple.
Thank you.
You're like a power couple. You know what it is? Like you could see the love between you guys and like the friendship. Like I always say, it's so important
Yeah.
in a relationship to be like bestest of friends.
Yeah.
Like obviously the love is there, but like you guys have just such an awesome. You feel it. Like you feel
It's like
their
refreshing. So I
yes.
think a lot of people like
are negative. Oh.
Yeah.
Or they
you
hate
guys
each
are-
other.
It's fun. Like I feel like when you met, you get to travel, have fun. Your kids are older now, so you get to just
Yeah.
all do things together. That's nice.
For sure. Yeah, he's from New Haven, worked at the job for 15 years. So you were really like all in with that. Like that was your real big job.
Yeah.
Outside of
Yeah.
like, that's cool. Now is like Connecticut versus like other states, is it like very different, like strict wise? Like is our
Every state's
liquor,
different with regulations. Like,
would you say
Rhode Island
Connecticut's is
like
very
the-
strict?
No, so Connecticut is like everybody has the 3-tier system, like supplier, distributor, like retail, on premise, or whatever. But there's certain things you can do in Massachusetts that you can't do in Connecticut, that you can't do in Pennsylvania, that you can't do in Tennessee. It's crazy.
Bizarre.
It's very weird.
So like if a friend came and was like, "Hey Aunt, can you get me like a case of Tito's?" Like do you have to sell to like only restaurants and like businesses, or could you sell to like?
No. You gotta have a liquor license. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you have to have a liquor license. Got it. That's cool. Good to know.
Yeah, and then some things that are available in New York are not available in Connecticut. Like somebody will show me, "Hey, you have this wine," and I'll look it up and like we don't even sell it in the
Sell it.
state.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, so like if someone says like, "Hey, Aunt, I've tried this tequila." Like I know Joe like fell in love with that
Casa Dragone.
Casa
We sell
Dragone.
very good tequila.
Yeah, so he was like a couple places we were out in Florida. They're like, "Oh, we don't sell that. We never heard
That
of
is
it."
funny.
The
Yeah, that is
high end one that's like $300 a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a comes in a blue box.
Yep.
It's like
Is this
really
sweet
pretty.
tea? On it?
When we kicked that off years ago, we tasted it in the special Riedel tequila glasses.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then we tasted it in the plastic, and you tasted the difference.
Oh, for sure.
1000%.
There's another what's that cup made out of? There's like a cup that they have.
Himalayan salt.
Yeah. That they make it with typically with what alcohol?
Like tequila. Like people do shots of it. I feel
Really?
Like you know the Himalayan.
Oh, you know what? I
shot
have a
glasses
shot
and
glass.
stuff?
Yeah. I have it somewhere.
Those
but
are
yeah.
cool. Like they're really nice ones.
And like
I
you
never
taste,
thought of
yeah,
that,
and you
dude.
taste
Yeah.
it, yeah.
No, if you keep them in the freezer, those
I went in the salt
nice.
cave last year. You ever go in the salt cave?
Where?
In Rain Spa?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Actually, I did that.
I love
did do
it.
that.
That's like my fave.
But I feel like my ADD brain, like I can't really relax for that long. Like it was nice, but I feel like
Yeah, I'm not a fan of like massages or anything. Luckily, this
I
was
like a
short
massage.
and I was in like a beach chair.
The beach chair, yeah.
It
no,
was
that is
kind of
nice.
weird.
Yeah.
That's Himalayan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I took a massage in on one of the trips I went in Puerto Rico, and
I love getting massage.
it was either you went to go play golf. I don't play golf. I can't stand golf. Or you got a massage spa treatment. So I took that.
Ooh.
But it was like 15 minutes, and then I think I got like a facial or something. And I'm laying there and in this dark room, and I'm like getting massaged, and I'm like, "Is it over yet?" Like, he like the girl like massaged my like back or whatever. Like, is it done? Like it was like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I'm gonna go on the beach. Like this is boring. Like,
I know.
like you massage it, you're done.
You're done.
What do you need? Like, you know, they have ones 90 minutes, 120 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I had 15 minutes, and I thought that was too long.
It's like, get me the hell
I
out of
feel
here.
like that too. Like I need to be in the mindset. I can't just like lay.
No,
down.
yeah.
Like you can't.
I
you have
really
to share
only
your
get a
mind.
massage when like my body's hurting. Like I'm not like, oh, let me go relax and get a massage. No.
Yeah. Well, that's like the thing, the sound bath thing I did, the float bath.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard of that? It's
The
that
what?
place in
You float like in
New
the water
Haven.
and It's
At
like,
the
it looks like an
Yankee.
eggshell. And like you literally lay and your body floats
I
in this
hated
thing.
it.
Wait, is it like a big egg thing?
Yeah.
They had that on the show I watched, Cobra Kai.
Really?
Yeah. The girl went in it, and it's just like a pool of
I know,
water.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like low.
Yeah,
And
very low.
90 minutes. So
Yeah.
my mom gave me the thing, and it was at the.
But was the water
Haven.
cold when you went in it?
It was actually kind of warm, but like.
Oh no,
was
when I went in
kinda
it was cold.
scared.
I was like, what the fuck? Why would I want to lay in cold water?
No, mine was warm, but like it kind of freaked me out because then all the lights turned off because it's all sensor, and then I was freaked out. Like I'm in a dome, like an egg. I'm in New Haven. I was all freaked out, like someone's gonna like break it. And I didn't like it.
And were you naked or were you in a bathing suit? I forget.
No, I was naked, but it was weird. So
Yeah.
I walked to the room. He's like, take a shower and then go in the egg or whatever, and I was like, oh.
Okay.
So, and then like I just couldn't really relax because I was nervous. Like I don't know if people do that stuff.
No.
He's like, do you want a membership? I'm like, no.
No, I'm never going back.
I kept getting out and checking my phone. I'm like, when is this going to be over? I walked out really
Yeah.
early. I was like, I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
if
that's
people do
either with 4 people or it's not.
it. No, not for me.
In your business, Aunt, is there like a lot of like things that like change, a lot of laws that change, or is it kind of just like always been the same?
No, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same.
The only law that changed was in 2012. They made liquor stores open on Sunday.
Oh, that's
Other
right.
than
That's
that.
right. And then what is it like at
They
the
always
grocery
try
stores?
to change. They try to make wine available in grocery stores. They tried for years. Hopefully, it will never happen.
You don't want that? Why?
No, absolutely not. Because then you're
Then it
taking away
cuts
from
the restaurants. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
retail. Like if you.
Oh, if we could go to Big Y,
If you
why?
go Big Y and get your
I get it.
bottle of Kendall
We're not-
Jackson, you can't get it at Bob's Package Store.
True.
True.
Oh, I didn't think
know?
of
No,
that.
I agree with
And
that.
it's the like most of the liquor stores in Connecticut are family owned or like independently owned.
Yeah.
Like your guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Bobby,
Yeah.
it's
When you walk in,
you go into like a grocery store.
they don't give a shit about
Yeah,
you.
exactly. It's like picking up Frosted Flakes or whatever.
Yeah. No, literally.
And you're only going to have a small selection. You're not going to have a good of selection as you are at a specialty shop.
Right.
You know?
I agree.
But that's like with anything, you know?
Now, who makes that law? That's like,
See?
It's all
State-
the state of
state.
Connecticut, yeah.
I didn't think of it like that. Then you will take
Yeah.
away from liquor stores.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's convenient, but it's just.
It's one day.
Yeah.
Like go the day before, or just go to the liquor store.
People are so
Yeah.
dramatic.
Yeah. Because liquor stores, could they be open 7 days a week?
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah. They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
Okay.
they're open late. The one in Washington Ave is open late.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
they changed the hours it used
Yeah.
to. I remember growing up, it was 8 o'clock. Then it
Yeah.
got pushed to 9 o'clock when I started working at the package store. And now you could be open till 10 o'clock. A lot of them never went. Only the big stores will.
Yeah.
That are like a supermarket type
Yes.
big box store that
Yeah.
will stay open. But like a small little mom and pop shop, they'll stay open till 10, maybe on Friday.
Friday.
Saturday.
Yeah, like the weekends.
And then Sunday, it used to be 11 to 5. Then they expanded it to 10 to 6. Some people kept the old hours. Some people expanded.
Yeah.
It all depends on how many people are working in the store, how many hours the guy wants to work. Or
Would you say, like, if someone wanted to get involved in like Alexa is new and says, hey, I think I want to be a liquor distributor, like, would you say like go do it, or like would you be like, go do something else?
well, like work in sales or work for a liquor.
In sales.
In sales?
Like doing what you do.
Well, I would first say you have a tough skin, thick
Yeah.
skin.
Because like you
Are
get turned
okay
down a
with
lot.
Are you okay with hearing the word no?
Yeah.
Are you okay with a job that's going to be different every day, that is not you just go into an office doing the same thing over and over? Then yes. If you answer yes to all those, then
You could
come
do
on.
it. Now, Aunt, so like okay, you've built your business, you have your territories, but like you go into a new place that you don't know the owner, let's say. Are you guys competing with other liquor distributors? Like, how does that work? Like,
Oh,
if they
yeah.
say, oh, I have
Yeah.
Ryan does this, but you're like, but
Yeah, especially when a lot of us carry the same products at the same price.
So it's pretty cutthroat, I'm sure.
100%.
I was gonna say, because you said like the prices, you can't like
That's where the relationships come in, where you have to
Yeah.
build a relationship.
relationship.
I like that the prices are set, so it's not like personal to you. Like I know with a lot of businesses, people are like,
Oh, it gets
discount.
personal. I get
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah,
very
like for
personal
us, like,
when
we could be like,
I
hey,
see
we'll
a
drop
box of
50%.
something that they could have got from me, and I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
yeah, because it's like within our
But
business,
then
like
it's the other way around where, the other guy sees the box from me,
Yeah.
so it all works out. It's all
Yeah.
relative. But, yeah, you have to establish a relationship, and through that relationship, eventually you'll.
It's like the money just comes.
Yeah, and some people are like, I have a piece of paper, I write out everything I need, I tack it to the wall, first come, first serve, cross off what you have. There's ones that, no, I'm giving Anthony this, I'm giving Brian this, and I'm giving Jeffrey that,
oh, so like they'll have certain guys for certain alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they can have okay, huh?
Yeah, some people are more fair, some people don't care, some people just, I know I need this, and this. Whoever has it, get it for me. I just need it. I don't care who sells it, whatever.
And there's nothing you don't sell, like you sell it all.
We don't sell certain products the same as other companies don't sell certain things.
Okay, so like you have like your niche.
Yeah, like only we sell Patron.
Got it.
Nobody else sells Patron. Another company, only they sell Tito's. And then you have products that everybody sells.
Everybody sells. Now, would you say like a majority of do you have like, would you say most of your stuff is wines, most it's alcohol, or like, is it kind of like across like?
It's a mix of everything. A lot of our business is seltzers, RTDs, and stuff like that.
Like the hard seltzers?
Yeah.
Spike seltzers?
Yeah.
There's some nice seltzers now.
Yeah.
I've tried some, like, the smaller, the Thimble Island, like those ones. Those are good.
Yeah, those are
Right?
typically like
Locals.
self-distributed.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, there was no such thing as seltzers 10 years ago.
That is true.
Yeah.
I wonder what really broke that market.
Dave
Kids.
Dave.
Yeah.
Happy Dad.
Oh yeah, because his is what? It's like a spiked
Is that-
seltzer?
Wait, is his Happy Dad?
No.
No.
I just make that up. Oh, he's High Noon?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
So
dumb.
so
I
High
didn't know
Noon
that.
came out a year
Happy Dads is the
before
guys with
Oh.
Massimo.
Dave Portnoy jumped on board, and then once he,
so that's
I mean, they already were selling great, but once he said that I drink them, everybody wanted to drink them.
So, but is he an owner in it?
No, he's the owner
the
of
creator?
Barstool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, it's just that he
He's just a
talked about
spokesperson.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, so he blew it up. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. I know. There's
And it
so
was all
many of
during
those.
COVID when everybody was home and
Okay.
drinking a lot more than
Yeah.
usual.
COVID was a
When we
blur.
became
I don't even
alcoholics.
remember what was, yeah, that was nuts.
That was a crazy time in life, for sure.
I know. So to wrap it up, what are your goals for this year? Do you have any like sales goals, business goals, like personal goals?
Just to do better than I did last year. Just to grow and do more than I did last year.
So keep pushing for more
Yeah,
business.
exactly. As a commission sales rep, you
Yeah.
always want,
More.
Push, push,
yeah.
push.
Yeah.
That's
because
great.
like it's up to me if I want to raise, it's up to me to go out and get it.
Yeah.
Whereas other jobs, like you
Mhm.
get your 2% raise every year or whatever, like me, I sell more stuff.
Yeah.
Or I go open up a new account.
That's good.
Yeah.
Love
Get
it.
a new pour of wine at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It's all incremental.
What do you mean by getting a new pour? What does that mean?
One of my wines is by the glass now.
Oh, like in their okay, in their restaurant. Got it.
So if it's now, they're using my Cabernet by the glass. Say it's $100 a case, and they will go through a case a week. It's $100. It's an extra $400 a month.
Do the math.
Yeah,
Huh. That's cool.
So you have it down to a science.
pretty much. And then I have a profit calculator of this box will make you this much money.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I'm a visual person. I'm like,
Oh, God,
So
yeah.
am I. I just
Right
told
there.
Michelle the other day, she's trying to explain something to me. It's like it
No.
goes in one ear
You're
and
out
out
the
the other.
other. Show
You need
me.
to literally write it down and show me.
Yes.
And then I'm the same way with like directions. I am very good with directions, but visual, like,
Yeah.
because when I was a kid, I paid attention
Yes.
to like my surroundings.
I agree. That's how I
And if you tell me go left over here, go right on Brower, and left on there, and go straight and go down a quarter, I've lost you.
Oh yeah.
It's fun.
Same.
But if you
Show me.
showed me a picture, like on a map, oh yeah, I know exactly where I am.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I'm like, that's why I always drive, because I'm like, I need to just do it.
Yeah.
I need to see it. Well, Aunt, thank you so much for
No
joining
problem.
us.
Thank you for
giving us
podcast ever.
Yeah, thank you for giving us a little tidbit of your background, your career, and if you guys are ever looking to get into liquor distribution, you know who to reach out to. But if you have a restaurant, what else? Restaurants,
Restaurant,
Or bar.
bars, call Anthony, get your alcohol from him, and let him know that the Power of Two sent you.
So how can they find you? Like, for restaurant sees this and is like, oh, we like Anthony. Like,
Well, they
Yeah.
probably
they
already
want
have a
CI.
rep. But if it's a
Okay.
new
Like a
restaurant,
new
Yeah.
then
restaurant.
yes, write to you guys or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll put you guys in the right direction. Awesome. Salute. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
That was great. Did so good.
Anthony.
Schmant.